listen, I don't pretend to know it all because I don't. I definitely don't. I'm a newbie. But newbies like myself need some tips for newbies. So I am in the Ozarks. It is really hot and it can get humid in southwest Missouri. So combined with a lot of different research and tips, I just kind of want to show you what I do to keep, or try to keep, my pollets at the moment cool down. So you can see we've got a run and it's all open, so ventilation is definitely flowing. That's one. Secondly, we're under a big oak tree. Thirdly, this specific run, believe it or not, I did get it off of Amazon, and it came with a tarp. It was a gray tarp. What I discovered in temporarily using it, I think the gray underneath is supposed to be visible, but when I noticed a reflector that the underside or one side reflected, that to me was like, you know what, this is reflecting the sunlight, so this might help to keep the shaded area underneath them a lot cooler. And originally, before we completed the run, we were using the tarp under a smaller, little more mobile run, and it definitely made a difference. So you definitely want something that would reflect the heat. This is unique to our setup. We have a free range coop that at night I do keep the windows open because they are high. This is a high, there's 3 roost bars. I think it's pretty tall. Plus I put a motion light, so at night, you know, just in case an animal tries to kind of crawl on here, it's gonna blind them. I mean, it blinds me and deters me. But this is a free range coop, so it didn't come with a run. We had bought a smaller coop from Amazon that was only 4 to 6 chickens, and we don't have flat land. We have a lot of rolling hills. So while we had it up and standing and we had very strong winds, it did knock it over. It kind of broke it. Well, no, it definitely broke it. So we've repurposed it, and that silver thing, which actually also reflects the sunlight because we get the sun in the morning from this specific direction, and then it moves over here. We are using it as an in-between run. So they have an additional area of shade and an additional water station. The pool is one water station. I have another water station here that I refill. Plus they have a shaded area with protection, and then it goes straight to the coop right here. I just, you know, might be a little ghetto or whatever, but that was part of the floor or whatever to clean up, and it reflects, so it's deflecting and reflecting the sunlight. I do have solar powered fans. These are just camping fans. Yes, I probably would have liked a better set. I rotate them out. Sometimes I charge them during the day. I stick them in the coop for the evening to circulate and ventilate some air while keeping the coop windows open. This is the other side of that in-between run that we keep it secured and locked, so they have an additional space here. As you can see, there's the coop entrance. There's water inside the chicken coop as well that I refill. 3 water stations. And then as you can see, the ground is wet. I learned that chickens don't get cooled off by their feathers, they get cooled off by their feet. And one of the ways to keep them cool is to wet the ground. So sometimes in the mornings, before I let them out, I do take a hose and I wet the ground. In this case, today's really hot and it's humid, so I'm letting the hose just go, right? They want a dust bath, or actually a mud bath. So if they need to, this is going to soak and saturate the ground to try to cool them off, because a little bit earlier they were panting. And notice how she's just chilling. There's Bobby, our rooster. And this is a way to cool them down. Plus they're under the oak tree, and then half that is covered with that tarp that reflects. So it is legitimately a little bit slightly cooler under the shade than it is obviously out in the sun in the open. And so We do occasionally freeze some watermelon, cantaloupe, give it to them, or freeze some cucumber and cabbage. We do give them frozen treats. We also, even though this is a run, we do freshly pick grass. We have a lot of grass around here, and we freshly pick grass that they absolutely love. I mean, honestly, the thing that they love the most are these pieces of grass. I just pick them. Let's see if anybody's gonna come to me. Who wants to come to? This is the biggest. She's literally a chicken. She's scared of like everything, but I'm glad she's eating. She's the runt. She is the runt of them all. She runs from everyone. They're not paying attention to me. They don't see. Maybe they've got plenty of grass. Let's see if they'll take it. Maybe they won't. Come on. Yeah, they don't see me. I'll just drop it in there. But technically this is their favorite. It's soft, tender, fresh grass. So they're all... Also, when you wet the ground like that, earthworms are gonna come out of their space, you know? And they're gonna be happy. I've already seen them pull a couple of worms, and they chirp, and I don't know why chickens do this, but anytime they find like a piece of like, ooh, I found myself a worm, it's like they have to announce it, and then they run around like making it all obvious that I got something, and then all the chickens run after them, try to pull them away, try to snatch it from them. It's kind of funny, but yes, this is how I keep my chickens cool, or my attempt. I'm still keeping an eye on them. And then I have dipped some of them that were panting, not today, but a different day. I dipped their feet in the water. They definitely don't like going in the water, but interestingly enough, I saw my black Australian rooster, Rue, dip his wing in the water. He like literally dipped it in the pool water, which we refilled this morning, and added fresh pulled grass. I also added some chia seeds, even though some of them sunk, but hopefully as they float, they might, I don't know, move up. And some mealworms, dried mealworms, as a motivation of getting them to drink more water. But yes, I did see Rue dip his wing in the water, which I wasn't expecting.